So this last one is sort of cited as kind of the gold standard of like Broadway fiascos. It unsurprisingly has gotten some revivals in very, very local theaters, and it's more of like an effect of like The Room or something like that, where it's become so sort of notorious that people have revived it. And that is a play called Moose Murders. Okay, so it's a play by a guy named Arthur Bicknell, self-described as a mystery farce. So this play is opened in 1983. So I'm just going to read. This is just the synopsis of the plot. The Holloway family arrives at the Wild Moose Lodge, which they have recently purchased in the Adirondack Mountains. They soon find themselves trapped there due to a storm, along with the Snooks and Howie Keene.
What are Snooks? Like
they're a family.
Like Smurfs?
Papa Snook.
Howie Keene, failed entertainers who had worked in the lodge before the Holloways arrived, and Nurse Dagmar, who cares for Sidney Holloway, the paterfamilias and apparent vegetable. They pass the time by playing a murder mystery game. During the night, one of the Holloway sons attempts incest with his mother, and several murders take place.
What?
What? Reviewers describe a scene in which a mummified paraplegic man rises from his wheelchair to kick a man dressed as a moose in the crotch.
Dude.
What? This actually sounds kind of interesting. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, my God.
I don't not want to see that.
This is amazing.
Moose Murders is legendary among flops on Broadway. The New York Times theater critic Frank Rich commented in his review of the play that there would now be, quote...
Now, see, if the writer of this said the problem was the crowds weren't smart enough, I'd believe him.
Yeah.
Okay, the crowds weren't smart enough. They fucked up. They should have loved this.
Yeah, this rules. This is amazing.
This doesn't sound bad.
Let's see. I have to find the full...
Because it's just like they got me at the it's just like the sequence of events where it's like, okay, we're gonna play some Clue. We're all marooned in this, shut into this Snowden building, right? We're gonna play some Clue, and then out of nowhere, son tries to have sex with his mother, and then there's some murders. And a catatonic guy in a wheelchair gets out of his wheelchair and kicks a dude in a moose costume in the crotch.
Yeah.
That's like the best episode of Scooby-Doo ever.
It's got something for everyone.
I know, truly it does.
So
I thought you were going to start talking about a Natalie Holloway musical, which I Googled, and it is a thing.
Oh, my God. Dear Lord.
Oh, no.
His name is Jordan. Vandersloot. Ooh, no.
He's going to kill you.
Oh, God.
So this is Frank Rich's review of Moose Murders in the New York Times from 1983. And this is one of the greatest openings of any review I've ever heard. From now on, there will always be two groups of theater goers in this world. Those who have seen Moose Murders and those who have not.
Oh, man.
Those of us who have witnessed the play that opened at the Eugene O'Neill Theater last Friday will undoubtedly hold periodic reunions in the noble tradition of survivors of the Titanic.
Wow.
Tears and booze will flow in equal measure, and there will be prizes awarded to the bearer of the most outstanding antlers. And for those theater goers who missed Moose Murders, well... they just don't rate. A visit to Moose Murders is what will separate the connoisseurs of Broadway disaster from mere dilettantes for many moons to come.
Can we access this?
Once again, that does not sound bad.
Is there
it doesn't sound bad.
Is there one we can watch? Is there a way to watch it?
Because it opened and closed on the same day.
This is like,
But surely there's like sheet music or something we can...
It's very hard to find. I can't even find the guy who wrote it. I was like, what else did he do? He's a ghost, man. He's in the wind.
This seems like...
He's the Boondock Saints guy?
Yeah.
This seems like...
He's Troy Duffy?
The way in which people say that Lord Sutch and his Mad Men or Attila
That's what I think.
are the worst albums of all time.
Right,
and they're not. Listen to the episode. They're not. There are musicals, I bet, that are truly Lulu by Lutalica.
Yeah, exactly.
There is truly a Farrah Abraham solo album musical.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be some that just sounds absolutely amazing. Like, if this came out today.
It sounds like fun.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody on the internet who's listening to this has a copy of this we can watch, I will pay you cash money. I will Venmo you money.
I will throw in on that.
We must have this. If you know who to talk to, if you know who to find, we will pay. Let us watch.
So this is more of this review, and they're describing the set, and they're talking about how there's moose heads all over the set.
Oh my God, this is even better.
So it says, the lodge in the Adirondacks is profusely decorated with the requisite its stuffed moose heads. Though the heads may be hunting trophies, one cannot rule out the possibility that these particular moose committed suicide shortly after being shown the script.
Oh,
of this
sick burn.
Let's see.
Get this guy on roast battle.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, he is such a bitch in the he is really just mean as shit.
I want to see this so goddamn bad.
So they've started doing revivals and stuff. So
Where and when?
who the hell knows? Probably some really weird community theater. So even Act 1 of Moose Murders is an adequate preparation for the ludicrous depths of Act 2. I won't soon forget the spectacle of watching the mummified Sidney rise from his wheelchair to kick an intruder unaccountably dressed in a moose costume in the groin. This particular fracas is topped by the play's final twist, in which Hedda serves her daughter, Gay, a poison-laced vodka martini. As the young girl collapses to the floor and dies in the midst of another Shirley Temple-esque buck and wing, her mother breaks into laughter and applause.
I mean, listen, every comedy needs the out of the blue nut shot.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
That's just part of.
I'm
that's
actually
part of making a comedy.
an unexplained person in a moose outfit's it might be the funniest thing I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
it's just like some guy. It's combining two things that are absolutely hilarious: groin kick, mascot costume.
Unexplained,
those
unannounced
together.
mascot costume.
Put those two things together. That's amazing. I want to see that. I want to see.
I've never seen a guy in a moose costume and not had a question.
Maybe this
Like,
was turned into Welcome to Mooseport.
Like this is an actual musical. Like, yeah, I would love to see Rock and Roll McDonald's, a Wesley Willis musical. All right, that doesn't exist, but this does exist, and I want to see this so bad.
Well, if they're doing revivals of it, there
Yeah,
has to be a script.
I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for this one.
There has to
I'm
be a
seeing this
script
one
out
next
there.
time it's in LA.
Yeah, if there's a script, if we had Patreon, we would just do a version of it here as a special
Yeah, I mean-
Patreon thing.
We could reverse engineer it maybe.